Well, hello there, my friend. Can I ask you something? Do you ever catch yourself watching those sprightly 90-year-olds dancing at weddings or tending their gardens and think, how on earth do they do it? Maybe you felt a little more tired lately, or noticed your joints grumbling louder than the morning news. I get it. But what if I told you the secret isn't some miracle pill or extreme diet? It's something far simpler, and it's hiding in plain sight. For years, scientists have studied places called blue zones, tiny pockets of the world like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy, where people regularly live past 100 in remarkable health. And guess what? Their magic isn't locked away in a lab. It's woven into their ordinary days. Today, we're stealing their top 5 daily habits. Simple, actionable things you can start right now to feel more vibrant, joyful, and yes, maybe even dance at your great-grandkid's wedding. Now, I won't overwhelm you with all 5 at once. We'll take this nice and slow, like a leisurely stroll. Let's start with the very first habit that keeps these 90-somethings moving, like they've got springs in their step. Habit 1. Move naturally. No gym required. You know, in blue zones, nobody's grinding away on treadmills or counting reps. Their secret? They move all day long without even thinking about it. Think about Giovanni in Sardinia. He doesn't work out. He tends his sheep on hillsides. Or Kimi in Okinawa. She kneels to weed her garden, then stands up and down a dozen times a day. It's what researchers call natural movement, and it's like oiling the hinges of your body. So how do we steal this? Easy. First, break. Up sitting time. Every 30 minutes, just stand up. Stretch toward the ceiling like you're picking apples, shake out your wrists. Walk to the kitchen for a glass of water. Hydration's a bonus. Second, make chores count. Scrubbing a counter, stand tall and engage your core. Sweeping, use big, fluid strokes. Even folding laundry becomes a chance to bend and reach. And third, walk with purpose. Not marathon training, just 10 minutes after breakfast or before dinner. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Notice the birdsong. It's meditation in motion. See? No sweatbands needed. Just weave motion into your day like thread through fabric. And here's the beautiful part. This habit leads us perfectly into the next secret. Habit 2. Wake up with why. Now this one's close to my heart. In Okinawa, they call it Ikigai. Your reason for jumping out of bed. It's not about grand achievements. It's the small things. Brewing tea just right for your neighbor, teaching your grandchild to knit, even watching the same finch visit your feeder each morning. One study found folks with strong purpose live 7 years longer. Why is it so powerful? Well, imagine your mind's a garden. Purpose is the sunshine. Without it, things get a little wilted. But you don't need to find your life's mission overnight. Start tiny. Ask yourself one question each morning. What's one thing today that'll make me feel useful or joyful? Maybe it's repotting that spider plant, calling a lonely friend, or finally organizing those old photos. Write it on a sticky note. Today My friend Margaret, who's 92, told me her why is baking scones for her book club. They're lumpy, she laughs, but the gals know it's love. That's the spirit. Your purpose could be volunteering, babysitting, or simply listening deeply when someone speaks. It anchors you, gives you grit when life's breezes pick up. So there we are. 2 habits straight from the world's healthiest elders. Move like life's an invitation, not a chore, and wake up each day with a gentle why. Simple, right? But oh, the ripple effects, and you know, I've got a feeling you're already thinking of ways to try these, and I'd love to hear about it in the comments later. But for now, let's keep this conversation going. Because next up, we'll explore how these wise souls handle stress. Hint, it involves a delicious little secret and why they put their forks down before they're full. Trust me, you'll want to stay tuned for that. Like this, share your thoughts below. You know, it's funny. When I first learned about these next two habits, I thought, that's it. Something this simple makes that much difference? But my friend, sometimes the smallest shifts create the biggest waves, especially when it comes to how we handle life's little storms and what we put on our plates. Habit 3. Slow the rush. The Blue Zone's way to dissolve stress. Let's be honest, stress doesn't magically disappear after 60. Bills still come, grandkids still worry us, and sometimes the world feels too loud. But here's what the world's healthiest 90-year-olds know. Stress doesn't age you. It's unresolved stress that does. In Okinawa, they pause every day to remember their ancestors. Just a few quiet moments of gratitude. In Sardinia, men gather at 4 p.m. sharp for laughter and low-stakes gossip. They call it merienda, not a coffee break, but a soul break. So how can we steal this tranquility? It's about creating tiny oases in your day. First, breathe like you mean it. Not deep yoga breaths, unless you love that. But this, when tension creeps in, maybe when the news is on or you're stuck in traffic, whisper, pause. Then take one slow inhale through your nose, filling your belly like a balloon, and exhale through your mouth like you're fogging a mirror. Do this just twice. It tells your frantic nervous system, we're safe. Second, claim your sacred 10. 10 minutes a day that belong only to you. Sit with your tea and watch the light change. Pet your cat without glancing at the clock. Listen to that old jazz record. No multitasking, just be. Like my neighbor Frank, 87, who watches squirrels battle over acorns every morning. Best soap opera there is, he chuckles, and here's the secret sauce. Connect before you correct. When worries pile up, call a friend before you spiral. Don't problem solve, just share the weight. That's the Blue Zone's magic. Stress shared is stress halved, which brings us beautifully to the table. Because how we eat is deeply tied to how we rest. Habit 4. Stop at 80%. The Hara-Hachi-Bu rule. Now this one might surprise you. It's not what they eat in Blue Zones, though we'll touch on that, but how much and how they eat. In Okinawa, they say Hara-Hachi-Bu before every meal. It means eat until you're 80% full. Not stuffed, not even satisfied. Just gently content. Why? It gives your stomach and your whole system room to breathe. Scientists found this habit alone can slash inflammation and even protect your brain. But how do you know what 80% feels like? Think of it like this. Eat slowly enough to notice when your hunger quiets, not disappears. Put your fork down between bites, sip water. And here's the golden key. Start with plants. Fill half your plate with veggies or beans first. Like Maria from Sardinia, who starts lunch with a mountain of minestrone before her tiny piece of bread and cheese. The soup hugs my stomach first, she says, then the rest is just a polite guest. This isn't about denial, it's about savoring. When you eat slow and stop early, your digestion thanks you. Goodbye bloating. Energy stays steady all afternoon. No 3 p.m. crash. And food tastes richer because you're present. Try it tonight. Serve yourself 20% less than usual. Chew each bite 10 times. Notice the textures, the flavors. Ask, am I still eagerly hungry? Or just habitually finishing? So here we are, 2 more threads in the tapestry. Create pockets of peace to soften stress. And eat like every meal is a gentle gift to your body. Simple? Yes. Transformative? Absolutely. And you know what ties all these habits together? It's not a supplement or a superfood. It's something far more profound, and it's waiting for us in the final part. I'll give you a hint. It's about who sits across the table from you, who walks beside you, and who reminds you that life, even at 90, is meant to be shared. But for now, I'd love to hear, what's your favorite way to unwind? Or have you tried the 80% rule? Tell me below. Like these tips? Share this video with a friend. You know, as we've walked through these habits together, something beautiful stands out. None of them ask you to overhaul your life. No drastic diets, no punishing workouts, just gentle shifts, like turning the dial on a radio until the static fades and the music comes through clear. And now we arrive at the habit that weaves all the others together. The secret ingredient the world's healthiest elders cherish most. Habit 5. Put your tribe first, the lifelong anchor in every blue zone, from the mountains of Sardinia to the shores of Okinawa. One truth echoes: longevity isn't a solo journey, it's a chorus. Centenarians don't just have friends and family, they prioritize them like sunlight and water. Not as an afterthought, not as a duty, but as the very heartbeat of their days. Take the Okinawans, for example. Many belong to a moai, a lifelong circle of friends committed to supporting each other, literally for life. They laugh together, grieve together, and yes, gently nudge each other to move, to garden, to put down their fork at 80%. It's built-in belonging. But what if your tribe has grown smaller over the years, or feels far away? Here's the good news. Your tribe isn't about numbers. It's about depth. Start here. Reach in before you reach out. Carve 5 minutes each morning to truly connect with someone under your roof. Look your spouse in the eyes over coffee. No newspaper, no TV. Ask your cat how she slept. Silly? Maybe, but it warms your voice, your spirit. Tend your connections like seedlings. Turn errands into encounters. Chat with the cashier who bags your groceries. Ask her name. Compliment the postman's reliable service. These micro moments of kindness build a web of warmth around you, like my friend Ben, 78, who brings spare tomatoes from his garden to the library desk. Now Doris there smiles before I even speak, he says. Feels like coming home. Embrace the 3-breath rule. Before calling a loved one, especially if you're tired or rushed, pause. Take 3 slow breaths, then dial. Your voice will soften. Your listening will deepen. You'll hear the loneliness in your sister's sigh or the pride in your grandson's ramble. That's the medicine. And if you feel isolated, create your own moai. Invite one neighbor for tea. Join or start a club, not just for hobbies, but for purpose. Knit hats for preemies, read to shelter dogs, meet weekly with 2 friends to walk and talk. The goal isn't activity, it's mutuality. Knowing someone notices if you're absent, that's a lifeline. Weaving it all together, your daily rhythm. So let's gather these threads, shall we? You move with your day, not against it. You wake with a quiet why. You soften stress with pauses and breath. You eat until just content, savoring every bite, and you anchor it all in the warm, steady embrace of your people. This isn't about adding tasks to your day. It's about shifting the flavor of what you already do. Tend your garden, that's moving naturally and purpose. Share a meal with a friend, that's the 80% rule and tribe time rolled into one. Remember, Blues owners didn't change overnight. They simply lived, intentionally, tenderly together, day after day. And you can start this very moment, tonight. Leave 1 bite of dinner on your plate. Notice how it feels. Tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what small thing will bring me joy or purpose today? Write it down. This week, call someone just to listen. Don't fix, just be there. My dear friend, getting older isn't about fading away. It's about focusing in, focusing on what truly nourishes you. Movement with ease, moments of peace, meals, with mindfulness and the mighty tender power of connection. You've lived through so much, gathered so much wisdom. Now, right now, is your time to thrive, to dance slowly, to laugh deeply, to pass on stories only you can tell. So I'd love to hear from you. Which habit resonates most? Or maybe you've already tried one. Share your story below. Your words might be the lifeline someone needs today. If this series lifted your spirits, do me a kindness. Tap that like button. It tells me these conversations matter. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and click the bell. Why? Because we're building a tribe right here. A place of encouragement, practical wisdom and joy for living well at every age. Until next time, remember, life isn't a race to the finish. It's a garden to tend. So go gently, connect fiercely, and savor every sunbeam. Here's to your vibrant, thriving, magnificent 90s and all the beautiful years before them. What beautiful words! Thank you for walking this journey with me. Your kindness truly makes this garden of wisdom bloom. If today's habits planted a seed of hope in your heart, do this. Share this video with one friend who needs it. Maybe someone who's lost their spark, or simply craves gentle, proven ways to thrive. Tap share below. Pass the light forward. Then join our tribe right here. Subscribe plus hit the bell so you never miss our next talk. Why? Because the elderly paradox is coming soon, where we'll unravel why less effort often brings more joy and why getting older can mean growing wilder, wiser, freer. Don't let this circle break. Stay close, stay curious, stay kind, share with someone who matters. Subscribe for the elderly paradox. You belong here. Glow with us.